Housing in Hong Kong during the 1950s and the 1960s. Why did a large number of immigrants rush to Hong Kong from mainland China in the 1950s? What were the living conditions like at that time? In the 1940s, there was a civil war in China. People left their homes and fled to Hong Kong for a more peaceful life. However, the sudden increase in population caused a problem in housing. Some shophouse owners divided their flats into partitioned rooms and rented them out. During the 1950s and the 1960s, there were usually 8 or 9 members in a family. Children had to squash themselves into a small partitioned room to study, eat, and sleep. For them, having their own rooms was just a dream. Many other people at that time couldn't afford the high rent. Therefore, some built squatter huts on the slopes with metal sheets and wood. However, there was no water or electricity supply to the squatter huts. People had to line up in the streets with buckets to get water from public taps. They also connected electricity by themselves. It was dangerous, as a wrong connection may cause a fire. Besides, the squatter huts were built close together. The poor ventilation and hygiene in the squatter areas helped spread diseases. Without proper firefighting equipment, squatter areas caught fire easily. In 1953, a huge fire swept through the squatter area in Shep Kip Mei, leaving more than 50,000 people homeless. The government responded to the fires in squatter areas by building resettlement blocks for the residents. At that time, they were happy about the arrangement. Indeed, facilities in resettlement blocks were not ideal either. Each unit was only just over 100 square feet. People have to share kitchens and toilets. The population in Hong Kong grew fast. Many families still had to suffer high rent in low-quality housing, as they weren't qualified for the application of resettlement blocks. The government therefore provided public housing in 1962 for qualified families to rent at low cost.